Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're continuing our side hustle series where we look at side hustlers who are using their passion and skills to make a little extra money on the side. Stay tuned for more. All right guys, we are going out of state today. We're actually going to be going across the country. I'm here in Pennsylvania. We're going to be going across the country. I'm excited to be speaking today with Cam Yoos. And before I introduce you to Cam, I wrote a quick little description of Cam. If I would describe him, I would describe him as hardworking, a sports enthusiast who is hilarious and loves to entertain, and you'll see why soon. He currently lives just outside of Seattle, which is why I'm wearing my hat today. I'm not a Seattle Mariners fan, but I just like hats, and so I decided to pull this one out. And I just want to say, hey, Cam, thanks for joining me today.
Hey, Sean. Yeah, thanks for having me. I've always wanted to be a part of a podcast, so I really appreciate you inviting me on today. I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cam does public accounting as his day job, but as you'll soon learn, he does some pretty cool stuff outside of his day job. If you don't mind, just let us know more about yourself, your day job, and what it is that you like to do on the side.
Yeah, for sure. My name's Cameron Yoos. I'm 25, and my day job is in public accounting. So my technical title is assurance associate. And so what I do in my day job is just kind of audit financial statements of various companies, mainly in the middle market. And so, analyze their financial statements, make sure that they're stating everything correctly. So not everybody's favorite cup of tea, but I definitely enjoy it. I like it a lot. But yeah, in terms of kind of side hustles, and I didn't even think, my two side hustles that I do right now are flipping NFL memorabilia, and that's what you can see all this in the background. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is a Billy Cundiff game used jersey. So you don't see any of those anywhere because nobody would ever have them. So not from a monetary standpoint, but from a story standpoint, I love this piece. It's really cool. That's a autographed Stephon Gilmore game issued jersey, and then we got some Walter Payton autograph, and then Brady jersey and Breeze jersey. These are just some of the things I'm keeping, but I deal with them a little bit time to time, just kind of when I find stuff, make a deal on it. But aside from that, I just kind of started, as you mentioned, TikTok. And I started that in November of 2019, which I'm sure we'll get into a little bit later. But ever since about a month or two ago, it started to become a side hustle, which when I originally started, it was supposed to be just for entertainment purposes. But it's slowly turning into a side hustle where I'm getting brand deals and sponsorships. And so it's been awesome so far. And I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Wow, there's so much I want to talk to you about. But I want to spend the majority of our time talking about social media, Cam. But you have to tell me a little more about sports memorabilia. I have some stuff. I just grew up collecting sports cards and starting lineups. My wife thinks they're junk, but I think there's some value to them still. So I'm going to list those things. But I know you might not want to give away all your secrets, but I was just curious, where do you get your stuff from, and what's your best avenue for selling?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I'm sure there's a lot of people in a similar boat who have some stuff that they kind of want to move or list or whatever, but they don't really know how much it's worth. And, obviously sports memorabilia collection's huge, especially in the card industry. I deal with more of other tangible goods like the bigger stuff. But yeah, I started about 10 years ago. I started kind of collecting, and then through my collections, I started realizing that there was margins on these things where I was buying them for cheaper, but they're actually worth a little bit more. And I thought to myself, obviously I could make some sort of money off of this. And obviously I haven't turned it into a full-time job, but I have made some money here and there. And I think the main way I get everything is through online auctions. So like Hunt Auction or Infinite Auctions or Iconic Auctions, all these different auction sites where people will co-sign their goods, and then they will sell it on this site. And there's obviously good seasons for it, and it's authentic because everything has authentication. And if it doesn't, it'll be disclosed. But there's seasons for these. So obviously during football season, the prices escalate a little bit more, or if somebody retires or trades teams or anything like that. So I try and buy in the off season, and then where prices are a little bit better. and then I'll be selling it during the football season or anything like that. Sometimes if I just find a good deal, I'll buy them and sell them. Generally speaking, I sell most things back on the actual same auction websites that I buy them from originally. Sometimes we'll do like Facebook or OfferUp or stuff like that. I've had a couple good offers from there. But yeah, for the most part, it just started with my love of collecting, and it grew into, I'm obviously a business guy with my degree in accounting, and it grew into this business opportunity, which is more for fun. Again, I don't make a killing off of it, but I definitely think it's fun, and that's the main reason why I do it. I just really enjoy having the stuff and collecting it and seeing all these different things that I can get my hands on.
I've actually never heard of those auction sites. Hunt, I wrote down, Infinite, Iconic, and how they authenticate those items. It's going to be interesting to see how the coronavirus pandemic will affect the memorabilia market as well. So once again, I love talking about different side hustles, especially when it's something that is fun. And speaking of fun, let's talk about social media cam. So for anyone who doesn't know, we are talking about, when we mention TikTok, we are talking about another social media platform that has just completely exploded around the world. So just kind of, how did you get started, and what types of things do you do on there?
Yeah, dude, TikTok's been blowing up for sure. So for those that don't know, TikTok was once Musical.ly, which was kind of like a music video dance app, which then just kind of turned to a video platform. So for those familiar with Vine, it's kind of like Vine, except the videos can be up to 60 seconds long. And so when Vine originally came out, I had one, but I didn't really use it that much. And when Vine died, it was always like a big regret of mine to not use it more. And so TikTok came out, and when it came out, it was kind of geared towards the younger audience, so like more middle school and stuff like that. And so it wasn't kind of cool for my age yet. And it's still, I wouldn't say is cool for my age, but it's definitely evolving to be a little bit more towards every age range. And there's a lot more content on there now. So it's definitely exploding. It's been the number one social media app since I think either Q3 or Q4 2019. And so I made my account in November of 2019. And I focus on mainly comedy skit style videos. And the great thing about TikTok is, so there's the Explore page, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with Instagram. But the way TikTok works is everything's kind of centered around that Explore page. And so it's called the For You page. And everybody wants to get on the For You page and have their videos on the For You page. And so you make videos that you try and engage the audience and get your shares, get your comments, get your likes and all that. And when you do have a good video, whether you have 5 followers or 5 million followers, it can blow up. And so early on, I think I started late November 2019 and early December 2019. So like less than a week of me having it TikTok, I'm pretty sure. I had a video, I probably at the time had 200 followers maybe. I had a video that blew up and it got 3.9 million views. And so, or 3.1 million views. So since then, my channel grew. I think I got almost 10,000 followers from that. And so up to this point, it's been nearly 6 months. I now have 150,000 followers. I have maybe 3.5 million likes on my videos and 25 million views or something like that. And so coming from every other platform, that seems insane. Like, how do you grow that big, like totally organically in 6 months? And I don't think that there's any other app that can do that. But with TikTok, there's people doing it all the time. I mean, my best friend, like literally my best friend, we always like to entertain people and make videos and make content and stuff. He started one at the exact same time. And right now he's at almost 300,000 views. And so anybody can blow up. And it's definitely easier to blow up on TikTok than any other platform. But you obviously can't get discouraged for those that are still trying to, find their niche and whatever. But yeah, it's been great for me, and I love it, and I love entertaining people, and that's the main reason why I do this. I was class clown back in high school, so obviously I had some sort of inclination to want to entertain people and make them laugh. So it's been a great platform for me to do that.
Man, this is just so fascinating to me. Just so people heard that correctly, he started in November of 2019 completely organically. So he didn't have any help. He just started putting out videos all by himself. It's pretty awesome. For anyone looking to influence an audience, I think TikTok is a great outlet for that. I've had nowhere near Cam's success, but I have grown through using TikTok as well. I do have to say I love your sports-related TikToks. I love the Chick-fil-A TikTok. And you can't go wrong with the Bible at the hotel. You guys got to definitely check that out. So I know you are doing these videos a lot with your girlfriend. Kind of just share, how she's enjoyed her role in your videos.
Yeah, Brielle's amazing, and she's a little bit camera shy at first. You have to film a little bit to get the laughing out, but after you get that out, she's totally on board with everything, and she's super encouraging too. And obviously, I don't want to be talking about TikTok 24/7 around her, but she's always encouraging me to film more videos, and she's giving me ideas, and she wants to be a part of the videos, and it's just been great because I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like to be in front of the camera or are a little bit camera shy or frankly terrible actors, and so it's really cool having somebody by your side who's encouraging you through all this and wanting to film videos with you and spitting out ideas. And she's obviously better looking than me too, so it's not bad for views either. So it's been really nice.
I can relate to that. Not the being better looking than you part, but just the being shy on camera. I've really realized it is an art to speak to a camera and just be able to be comfortable with that. With that said, so you're creating this content on the platform. You've grown to 150K followers, almost 3.5 million likes. And that might not sound like a big deal, but that's a pretty big deal, all in a relatively very short time. So how have you been able to monetize or capitalize a little on your hard work? I'm not sure how much you're able to share about working with some of the sponsors you've partnered with. Did you reach out to them or did they find you? How'd that kind of play out?
Yeah, and that's the question I'm sure everybody's dying to know is what is 150,000 followers on TikTok really worth? And fortunately, I haven't signed any non-disclosure agreement, so I can talk about all this stuff. So to answer your questions, I have reached out to pretty much every single sponsor that I currently have, except for a couple. And I've had a couple offers that have reached out to me that just didn't fit my style, or the offer wasn't amazing. So I didn't go forward with those. But for the most part, I reach out to all of my own sponsors. I do some self-promoting. And so generally speaking, I only reach out to companies that I see on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, because these are companies that I know are trying to promote on social media through various different avenues. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, if they're willing to do it on these platforms, then why not try TikTok? And so I'll contact them and I'll write them an email and be like, hey, my name's Cameron Yoos. I have X amount of followers on TikTok. I love your product. I'm wondering if you want to do a brand deal or a sponsorship on one of my upcoming videos. And so I've only started doing self-promoting and reaching out to companies about a month and a half ago. So this is all pretty relatively new. And I think at the time I had maybe 70,000 followers. So obviously I've grown a little bit since then, but even back then I was getting some stuff. And so I've only done product compensated videos, so to speak. I haven't received any actual cash yet, which I'm totally fine with, because every single company that I worked with is product that I actually want. And so, like, for example, I'm wearing some joggers right now that they sponsored me, and it's mainly apparel stuff, but this is stuff that I actually want and I actually enjoy and I actually would buy elsewhere. So why not instead try and get it for free through a sponsorship? So in terms of money or product that I've received so far, I'd say the average per video, I receive about $250 worth of stuff per video that I make sponsored. In total, in the past month and a half, I've gotten around $1,700 worth of product. So definitely good. Can't complain at all, and absolutely love it. And fortunately, a lot of the videos have taken off, and so I kind of use that as a resume for future brands. But yeah, anybody that's trying to start a TikTok, I highly encourage it. And maybe you guys can get some brand deals too. And feel free to DM me if you need any tips on how to do so.
That's awesome. So that's the thing I've noticed with some influencers. There are some who really focus on connecting with their followers and some who don't. But I can tell you that goes a long way with your growth, essentially. So I think you do a great job with that, by the way, too. Just so some of you know, there are some teenagers that have millions of followers. They're capitalizing on their viewer engagement on TikTok in very impressive ways. I talk a lot about goals on this channel. I'm just curious, do you have any goals at the end of 2020 related to the content that you create, sponsorship deals, followers?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not a huge goal setter, and I know a lot of people are out there, and it definitely helps them out a lot. But I have made a little bit of TikTok goals, which is surprising because I don't make a whole lot of goals. But by the end of 2020, I wanted, from a video content perspective, I want to have a video with at least 10 million views and a video with at least 1 million likes. And so I've reached somewhat close. I have one video right now that's at low 900,000 likes, and I have another video that has, I think, 7 point something million views. And so I can taste it and I want it, but I'm not quite there yet. But I think that kind of cap right there would just be awesome. And, just seeing those views go up is just, it kind of releases some endorphins in you. In terms of a follower count, I really don't have a goal with that. I think, I'm just kind of going with the flow and, doing my thing. And if people follow, then, I'm obviously happy about it, but, I just want to be able to make content to entertain people. And, I think it'd be great to have 250,000 followers by the end of the year. Will it happen? I'm not sure. In terms of a sponsor goal, my sponsor goal is to get $10,000 worth of product by the end of the year and or other compensation, so money. I think the goal is a little bit lofty, but I've done $1,700 in a month and a half, so I know it's possible. I just got to keep at it, and hopefully my followers continue to go up and my content doesn't die down, so I can continue working with brands and stuff like that, because it's been awesome so far. It's been great.
I wouldn't have guessed that you're not much of a goal-oriented person, but I think that the goals you mentioned for TikTok are very realistic. They're very achievable. So I know you're incredibly passionate about the work that you do, and I've tried to be passionate about the financial things on this channel. How can people get in touch with you, meaning view your content, or even see maybe if you have anything for sale in regards to sports memorabilia?
Yeah, I've seen your videos and I love your passion too, and I feel like we have similar minds in the fact that we like to do physical stuff and big finance people. But yeah, the best way to reach me is just through social media. Probably Instagram is the best bet, if not TikTok. Both my usernames are the same, at Camyos, so at CAMYOOS. If you guys DM me any questions or anything like that, I'll obviously answer all of those. Unfortunately, I don't have any store yet, or eBay collection yet for my memorabilia. With work, I've been kind of putting it on hold because it's kind of hard to balance everything at once. And so I'm getting a lot more stuff right now through TikTok, and so I figured, that's kind of the best avenue to kind of pursue right now.
I don't blame you for that. Stick with what is working, really, and just slowly keeping the memorabilia gig on the side in your back pocket. That's great. So I'm just going to finish with 5 quick questions that I want you to give me a one-word answer to. All right, here we go. Favorite aspect of your side hustle?
Entertaining people.
Who has been your greatest mentor or influence on your life?
Probably my big brothers, both my big brothers.
One thing that not many people know about you?
I have severe restless leg syndrome.
The best thing to do or see in Seattle?
Downtown.
Your favorite thing to do in your spare time?
Football.
I love those responses. Okay, one more thing. I've heard that you know pi to the 40 decimal places. Let's hear it.
Ooh, put me on the spot. Okay, let me see if I can remember it. 3.14151926535897932238462795028841971169. Ooh, I hope that's right, and I hope that's 40 digits.
That is impressive. I'll let you guys check him on the correctness of that. All right, Cam, so you have the floor. Is there anything else you wanted to share?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be on your show. It was a lot of fun. And for everybody not following Sean right now, go follow Sean on all social medias, especially Instagram and TikTok under Gym Class Finance. Absolutely love what you're doing, especially on TikTok. Being able to promote financial education to the younger generations is huge because a lot of them don't really get that education. And so love what you're doing and keep it up. Thank you.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I appreciate that shout out. I just want to say thanks again to you, Cam, for the time that you've given me with this interview. I hope you guys got something out of it. I know I did. I'll continue to be fascinated by all this stuff. So thanks for sharing that. I hope you enjoyed learning more. Don't forget to check him out. Make sure you follow him on TikTok and Instagram. I'll leave links in the description below. And if you're interested in being featured on the Gym Class Finance Side Hustle series, please feel free to reach out, or I'll reach out to you. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, it's that simple.